5792. Select the true statement concerning oxygen systems that are often installed in sailplanes. A. Most civilian aircraft oxygen systems use low-pressure cylinders for oxygen storage. B. When aviation breathing oxygen is not available, hospital or welder's oxygen serves as a good substitute. C. In case of a malfunction of the main oxygen system, a bailout bottle may serve as an emergency oxygen supply. The correct answer is C. In some sailplanes, a bailout bottle is included as a backup or emergency oxygen supply. It is a small portable cylinder containing oxygen that can be used by the pilot in case the main oxygen system malfunctions or runs out of supply. The bailout bottle provides a limited amount of oxygen to sustain the pilot until they can safely land or seek assistance. It serves as a critical backup option in case of an emergency situation. 5794. Which is true regarding the assembly of a glider for flight? A. It may be accomplished by the pilot. B. It is not required by regulations for a glider pilot to know this. C. It must be accomplished under the supervision of an FAA maintenance inspector. The correct answer is A. It may be accomplished by the pilot. Glider pilots are typically responsible for assembling and preparing their gliders for flight. They are trained in the proper procedures for assembling and inspecting the glider before each flight. While there may be variations in specific requirements and procedures depending on the glider manufacturer and regulatory jurisdiction, it is generally the responsibility of the pilot to ensure that the glider is properly assembled and airworthy before taking off. 5973. Which of the following elements should be considered when preparing to assemble a glider for flight? A. Whether seat belts and shoulder harnesses are fastened and tightened. B. Availability of water for ballast. C. Checklists that detail the appropriate assembly procedures. The correct answer is C. Checklists are an essential tool in aviation for ensuring that all necessary steps and procedures are followed correctly. When preparing to assemble a glider for flight, it is important to consult the appropriate checklist that outlines the specific assembly procedures for that particular glider model. This helps ensure that the assembly is performed correctly and safely. The checklist will typically include steps such as inspecting the glider, connecting control surfaces, securing seat belts and harnesses, and other important pre-flight checks. 5769. What corrective action should be taken during a landing if the glider pilot makes the roundout too soon while using spoilers? A. Leave the spoilers extended and lower the nose slightly. B. Retract the spoilers and leave them retracted until after touchdown. C. Retract the spoilers until the glider begins to settle again, then extend the spoilers. The correct answer is B. If spoilers are utilized during the roundout, and it is discovered that the roundout was made too early or too late, the spoilers should be revoked. Because opening the spoilers close to the ground may not result in the sailplane descending to the runway, they should not be extended once they have been retracted under either of these circumstances until the wheel has touched the ground. 5770. What consideration should be given in the choice of a towplane for use in Aerotows? A. L/D ratio of the glider to be towed. B. Gross weight of the glider to be towed. C. Towplane's low wing loading and low power loading. The correct answer is B. The towplane needs to have sufficient power and performance capabilities to safely tow the glider, taking into account the glider's gross weight. The towplane should be able to generate enough thrust to overcome the drag of the glider and maintain a safe climb rate during the tow. Additionally, the towplane should have adequate structural strength to handle the loads imposed during the tow. Therefore, the gross weight of the glider is an important factor to consider when selecting a suitable towplane for Aerotows.